All right, so I just want to quickly walk you through the scorecard here so you know how to use it. So in column A, we have the 15 SEO elements as outlined in the ebook. In column B, we have weight, and these are the percentages of importance of each of these elements relative to each other. And if you add all these percentages up, you'll get 100%. So what this means is, for example, website content has 15%. And the next one is this one that's got 10%. Then we have title tags at 10%, so on and so forth. So what I'm saying is that of all these elements, website content is the most important, and specifically I'm giving it a weight of 15%. Now, you are free to go ahead and change these weights to anything you want. Just make sure that if you do that, your total down here still stays 100%. So let's just say you think internal linking, you believe it's not as important as shown here at 10%, and you think it should actually be 5%. When you put that in there, now you'll see the total down here turns to 95. Again, we always want this to equal 100. So what that means is we have to increase one of these other elements by 5% so we can get back up to 100%. And the reason for that is just so that this total score makes sense, because if this does not total 100%, this number will be off. So in our case, then you might say, all right, speed or site speed optimization is more important, so I'm going to add that 5% into this one, so we'll put 10. Now we're back up to 100%. But I got to be honest with you, the defaults that I have here should be applicable to almost everyone, so you really shouldn't have to change this. But just know that if you want to, you certainly can do that. Just make sure that when you adjust these, you always have it equaling 100%. All right, column C is your score column, and this is where you're going to rank yourself. Okay, you're going to score yourself as to how well you're doing each of these elements. And the score goes from 0 to 10. 0 is you're not doing a very good job at all. In fact, you're probably not doing anything with that SEO element. And a 10 is if there is such a thing, it's perfection. You're doing as much as you can possibly do for that element. And then you have everything in between. Again, it goes from 0 to 10. So let's just say, for example, your website content. Again, to put these in perspective, refer back to the ebook so you know what each of these elements are about. So let's just say, like the website content, you feel, yeah, we're doing a pretty good job. We're certainly not perfect. I'd say we're about a 7. So you give yourself a 7. And you just go right down this, and internal linking, you might say, yeah, our internal linking, wow, we haven't really been doing any of that at all, so I'm going to give us a 0 on that. And you just go down and score yourself, again, 0 through 10 for each of these elements. And as you change these scores, your percentage, your total percentage here will change. And when you get done scoring yourself for each of the 15 elements, you're going to have a grand percentage here. And this will give you an overall indication of how well your website is optimized. So if we were done here, which I don't think anyone's going to have a scorecard like this, very few people are going to have so many 10s, but if that was the case and you were done, your website is 90%, almost 91% optimized, and that would be very, very good. All right, so if you have any questions, be sure to contact me and I'll help you out. But hopefully this tutorial and some of the additional instructions here will help you out.